There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Jakeem Grant now to return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Read option, here's Montgomery. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. This is caught by Williams. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. To throw is Fields. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not gonna have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on 1st down. Terrell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Blake. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Second and 8. He finds his man, complete. That's Blake. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. Not much there, only a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Dancing to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down now, Terrell. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 33. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This defense for the Bears, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is Jakeem Grant. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On play action, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Bears 7.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. So that's going to push him back half the distance. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. From his own end zone, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop it well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Terrell, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. On the move to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
Over the middle, complete. It's Blake. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Here's Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd down, Terrell. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Play action. It's Fields. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Fields on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Grant sets to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Grant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields will fire this deep for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down. And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Blake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Good position to be in here, second and inches. Now back to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Space to run past the 20 and all the way down to the 17-yard line. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 yards left on second down from the 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man is Grant. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack on 1st down, Fields firing a deep ball for Kmet. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Lions have recovered. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect 2nd half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
2nd and 2. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Back to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to the running game with Swift. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in the stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Grant. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. And this will be caught by Mooney. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 41, Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And here we go on 4th down, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bears first down.
To the air again, Fields. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bears cut into that lead. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Terrell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Officially that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On third down, Terrell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Lions, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week.